Hello folks, this is Fat Guy Flies RC. We're out here at the cow pasture again. There's cows way down there. There's a horse right there. We're gonna take up the Parkzone Stinson Reliant. I have not flown this plane, I don't know, maybe a year. Maybe not. I know I haven't flown it since the move. And we're gonna see what we can do. Now this plane is a scale flying plane, so running a 2200 Zippy 3S in her. Like I say, I'm just going to run an A3X only. Now she does like to torque roll on you, if I remember right. Well, maybe not. But she's a good looking bird. Now, had you been a very affluent businessman back in the 20s and 30s, maybe the 40s, this is what you would have flown. Today, businessmen fly their helicopters and their Lear jets, but back in that day, this was it. This was the big deal. This was the status symbol of a well-to-do businessman, a Stinson Reliant. I've got some lights installed on this plane, and got my timer set for 7 minutes. Already flown a minute already. Not going to really be doing anything too crazy with it. Let's tell you what, let's see if we can go up and do a hammerhead there. Yeah, we can do that. Check out her roll rate there. Yeah, see, not much of a roll rate. And we can do a loop with her. Basic aerobatics. I mean, she's definitely not a 3D plane for sure. She does come with everything you need to put in flaps. Preparations have been made for that. You don't really need them. She's so light and floaty. But if you're wanting for that scale, yeah, you can put those in. Let me get her turned around here. I'm going a little further away, I'm sorry. Let me get her turned around here. You cannot buy this model anymore new. Obviously you can buy it if someone has a used or at a hobby shop that still has one, but they're no longer in production. There. Good looking bird though. Kind of has that little bit of a gull wing type design there. All right. Good looking bird though. See if we can't get a slow pass here. There you go. Today's a very cloudy day, so she's really kind of fading off that white against that white gray sky. So, all right, let's see if we can't get her landed here now. Possibly. Oh yeah. Now, if you do end up getting this bird, you come across one, you get one, and you got to assemble her, don't be upset. The horizontal stabilizer does not have a spar in it. It's just a piece of foam with a foam hinge. But that was common for a lot of the Parkzone planes this size. I don't know the specs on the motor, but she's a 3-cell only plane. And right now a 2200 right smack dab in the middle of the belly is the best placement for her. I can get a solid 7 minutes out of her on a 3-cell or 2200. One thing you want to do, I know I'm not really showing it now, but this plane will torque roll off to the left a little bit, so you got to give her a little bit of right rudder, just a touch when you take off. So just be mindful of that. High wing, so she's pretty stable. Good looking bird, very much a scale bird. I don't You know, I'm not going to go crazy with it, but because she is scale, so she's going to fly just like the real bird in real life does. I don't know how many of these are left in the world. Sorry, I'm awful far away, but I want to line up my landing just right. Folks, I want to tell you a little tip. When you're flying RC planes and you got people watching, yes, you want to show off, yes, you want to do it for the audience, you know, that's one thing, but you also got to keep your plane safe, you know, keep you safe and keep anybody who's watching you safe. Like right now, I could probably try to power through this, but why? Okay, I'm in heavy grass right now. Tail dragger. Go over and pick her up. Swallow your pride. Don't let pride dictate your actions when you're flying these planes. Okay? If you screwed up, you screwed up. Just the way it is. It's part of the hobby. You know. But one of my point is like I try to keep my airplane really close so y'all can see it. But if I want to line up an effective landing, I want to go a little further out. You may not be able to see it that well, but I'm trying to give you a good landing and keep my plane safe. Got a little bit of right rudder. I don't know if you could really tell, but she wanted to go a little to the left there, and cause of that torque roll. But it's not real bad. It's not like the warbirds. Warbirds are much worse for torque rolls. But there, nice little rudder turn there. And folks, I know you've heard me say it many, many times before. Embrace the rudder. Be the rudder. Enjoy the rudder. That's rudder right there. I know it looks like, well, you're just wiggling around. But I'm just showing you the rudder. All right, let's see what we can do here. I'm going to bring her down, then we're going to pick her right back up here. There we go. Nice and quiet, very quiet plane. Let's do a presentation pass here, or what I like to call a presentation pass. Bring her by where you can see her real well. But it's a good bird, good flying bird. Like I say, the only characteristic that's kind of a pain is when you go to take off, she does have that little bit of a torque roll on you. And you want to give her rollout time. Okay, power's all the way off there. Let's give her a nice landing. Yeah, typical tail dragger. She might be a little squirrely on you on the ground. All right, now I'm going to try to take her off here. I don't like taking off at me like this, but yeah, see? Good looking bird. Good looking bird. Very good looking bird. Okay, nice aileron turn there. Alright, rudder turn with aileron mix there. That's not a mix, it's just me doing it with my fingers. The wind has kind of picked up just a touch. I've got a northwest wind now, but there's no, just cloudy cover. Whoa! Oh! Well, anyways, a little bouncy landing there, an unintentional touch and go. But as I got the plane coming at me, you can see these lights that I've installed. The plane doesn't come with those lights. Let's see how many. Okay, we're under a minute now, so we got a 6-minute flight in her. I got lights. They're probably not rider scale. It's just I put them in there. Simple little $8 light kit. I got 2 lights in the canopy there. I got the red strobe over here on this wing, green on this one. Doubled up the white lights for a landing light. I got a red strobe on the back side, and then I got one underneath that you can't see right now. Well, anyways, that's the Parkzone Stinson Reliant. If you can get your hands on one, great bird. Just remember, in the assembly, there is no spar in the horizontal stabilizer, or the elevator as people call it. It just slides in, secures with tape, like a lot of Parkzone models. Thank you so much for watching. This is Fat Guy Flies RC, and God bless.